Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about power system production module 2. So first we will see why the subject is important, then we will move to the module 2 content and then we will enter into the syllabus. So this subject is very important for who preparing for GATE, UPSC, IES, ISRO, KPSC, HAL, NAL, DRDO and BPCL, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, Power Grid and Viscom exams. So those exams who are preparing, so this subject is very important. Why? Because so minimum 6 to 10 marks will be asked from this subject. So above exams, minimum 6 marks, six questions or 6 marks will be asked from this subject. That's what this subject is very important who preparing for these exams. Next we will see about module 2. So module 2 consisting of two parts. One is overcurrent production, another one is distance production, right. So then we will see the content of module 2. So module 2 consisting of, already we have seen two parts, one is overcurrent production, another one is distance production. So in overcurrent production you are going to study about overcurrent protective schemes. So what are the overcurrent protective schemes we have, and reverse power or directional relay, and production of parallel feeders, production of ring feeders. So this is a very important concept. As electrical engineer, as electrical student, you should know the how we are going to protect the parallel feeder and ring feeder, right. Next one, earth fault and phase fault protection. So this is a very important, earth fault and phase fault, how we are going to protect. Combined earth fault and phase fault protective schemes. Sometimes earth fault and phase fault both it will occur. So how you are going to protect. So next one, phase fault protective scheme. Next directional earth fault relay. Directional earth fault relay we have. So there is an important question from the topic will be asked in your VTU and internal examination. Next general questions will be asked from these two topics. So static overcurrent relays and numerical overcurrent relays. Static overcurrent and numerical relays. Sometimes they may ask about what are the advantages and disadvantages of static overcurrent relays. Sometimes what is the comparison between static and numerical overcurrent relays. These topics, from these two topics, last two topics in overcurrent production, general questions they will ask. Okay. So next, coming to the distance production. So distance production is very important. Maximum 2 or 3 questions will be asked from distance production. So more than 50% of questions will come from the distance production. So here you are going to learn about distance production introduction and impedance relay, reactance relay, Moore relay, angle impedance relay. These 4 relays are very important. So sometimes they will ask explain impedance relay, with block diagram or with phasor diagram. So those type of questions will ask from these 4 relays: impedance relay, reactance relay, Moore relay, angle impedance relay. Next one, effect of arc resistance on the performance of distance relays. Effect of arc resistance on the performance of distance relays. Reach of distance relays. Next one, effect of power surges, that is power swings on performance of distance relays. Effect of line length and source impedance on performance of distance relays. So these effect of 3 effects we have. One is arc resistance, another one is power surges, another one is line length and source impedance. These 4 effects, one questions we can expect from these 3 effects. So this is about module 2 content. So next we will move on to the first part in module 2, overcurrent production. So overcurrent production introduction. So overcurrent production, why we have, first we will see why we are using overcurrent production. So every time, so every power system will have load centers. So sometimes the load may increase suddenly due to sudden switching on the factories and switching on the devices. So load current will increases. That means, so once load current is increases, that is called over current. Load increases, load current will increase. So due to that, over current will flows. So to protect over current, here we are using relays. So relay is sensor, like a sensor, automatic sensor. So which senses the current, which senses the fault, which senses the voltage. So based on the fault, it will send signal to the other devices like circuit breakers. So the circuit breaker is a brain. So brain. So once signal from the relay, according to that the circuit breaker will act. So it may open or it may close. So relay is like a sensor. So circuit breaker is a brain. So how our brain will work. So like that the circuit breaker will work in the power system. So in introduction, so a protective relay which operates when the load current exceeds a preset value. Preset value is very important. So we will see preset value is called overcurrent relay. So overcurrent relay, which what basis it will operate? Based on the load current. So based on the load current exceeds a preset value. Preset value means specified value. So we will set the one specified value. Either it may be 12 amperes or 15 amperes, 16 amperes, 32 amperes. So we will set on specific value. Once it is exceeds, once the load current exceeds that specified, that is called preset value, then overcurrent relay will operate and will isolate the fault. So here the value of preset current above which the relay operates is known as the pickup value. Suppose if you set the 12 amperes, that is a preset value, that is specified value. So 12.1 amperes, that is called it is crossed the preset value. So once the relay is operate, that is called known as pickup value, right? So generally these relays where we are using. So a overcurrent relay is used for production of distribution lines, large motors, power equipment, etc. So distribution lines where we have, so our local substation to up to your home. So that is called distribution lines. So local substation will, from local substation it will come to, supply will come to the local transformer. Again local transformer will, from local transformer again will get supply to your home, offices and etc. So these are the distribution lines. And large motors, 20 HP, 30 HP motors we have. So generally our farmers we will use 5 HP, 10 HP. Some of the farmers they may use 15 HP also. So large motor where we will use, so those motors we will use in the factories and industries like cement factory, sugar factory and paper mills. So those even sometimes rice mills also, like rice mills. So there we will use large motor. Large motors is required large amount of current. So once the large motor, is exceeds the preset value, then automatically relay will operate and protect the circuit breakers. So power equipments. So power equipments means drilling machines and lathe machines. Those are comes under power equipments. So those power equipments also will have some motor. Some motor draws more amount of current than. So we need to protect those motors, so that we have overcurrent relays here. So overcurrent relays where we are using. So overcurrent relays. So we are using at distribution lines, large motors, power equipment, etc. Okay. So at present, what type of relays we are using as a overcurrent relays, overcurrent protection. So at present, electromagnetic relays are widely used for overcurrent protection. Electromagnetic relays. So these relays will operate on mechanical operations. So based on mechanical things, it will operate. So these relays are compared to static and numerical relays. The cost of the relays also very less, but quick operation is compared to static and overcurrent. Sir, these are slow. So electromagnetic relays are slow compared to numerical and static relays. So those are advanced relays. These are the old type of relays. So even overcurrent protection, so we were using electromagnetic relays. Okay. So this is introduction of overcurrent protection. So next video we will see about reverse power directional relay and induction uh, uh, cup type directional relay and directional overcurrent relays we will see. So this is about introduction of overcurrent protection, right? So thank you everyone.